Hello everyone, welcome back to Pega tutorials. In our today's session, we are going to understand how to update an operator locale. How to update an operator locale using an activity. Okay, so let us first open your operator ID instance. I am going to open my operator ID instance. Let us quickly open the operator ID instance. Okay, and you see what is the default locale that I had? Nothing, right? Now we will see how to go and update this particular operator locale using an activity. Okay, yeah. So for that, we need to go and create an activity. Let's see now how to go and create an activity quickly. To create an activity, let us open the class. Okay, so I'm going to create my activity into this work class here. Let us right click on the work, create. Activity will be falling under technical category. Let us choose activity. Yes. So we got the activity. Let us give name to this activity here. Let's say I'm giving the name as update locale or update operator locale I'm saying. Okay. Right. Let's go and create and open it. Yes. Now we got an activity. Now how are we going to update the operator locale? So you know that operator is actually it is an instance of which class? So how do you check that? Let us go to the action menu, click on view XML, right? Now from here, just search for a tag called pxobj class, pxobj class, and you see that operator is an instance of data dash admin dash operator dash id, right? So let us copy this class. So operator is an instance of data dash admin dash operator dash id. So why that class is required? Because you want to update the operator locale, right? So now this particular operator ID, whatever we have created, and you know that this operator, whatever you created, actually it will be stored into which table? How do you know that? You know that these operators will be stored into a dedicated table, right? And what was the table? How do you get to know the table name? To know the table name, first you need to know about the class name. So this operator instance, I mean, it is an instance of which class? So that's the reason we went to the XML and we have got that class. Now let us paste that class here. Okay. And now you check this particular class is mapped to which table. Click on definition and you see that this class will be mapped to your, click on test connection so that we can understand that this class is mapped to the PR underscore operators table. So data is the schema. Inside the schema, we have this table. So inside this table, the operator records are maintained. So Now, in order to update a particular operator locale through an activity, see, you can even update from here. But instead of updating from here, what I'm doing, I'm making use of an activity so that we will be able to understand how to use activity, right? Yeah, that is the goal here. Right. Now let's go to the activity. So we got to know what is the class and the class is mapped to which table. Now, basically here we need to retrieve that particular operator ID. So whichever the operator ID locale that you want to update, you need to retrieve that particular operator ID. So for that, let me use, I mean, you need to pass the name of the operator, right? So whichever the operator ID locale that you want to update, you need to pass that operator name. So for that, let me define a parameter called operator name. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm defining a parameter called operator name so that at runtime I can pass the name of the operator. Now for this operator, you want to go and update what? The locale. Let me also define one more parameter to update the locale. Okay, yes. So these are the two parameters that are required. Let me make these parameters as mandatory. Okay, yeah, required parameters. Now, so you define the parameters first. Now let's come back to your, so let's say you are passing the operator name. So using this operator name, so you are going to use this operator name, right? To fetch the operator details. Now once after you fetch the operator details, you need to place it on some page, right? Yes or no? And that page you need to declare it first. So use this pages and classes tab to declare that page first. So what was that page? Let's say I'm specifying the name of the page as operator page. Okay. And you know that operator uh, is an instance of which class? Data dash, admin dash, operator dash, ID, right? Yeah. So this page, why I declared? Because you are going to open or you are going to fetch the operator ID based on the operator name. And after fetching that record, you're going to place on which page? On the operator page itself, right? Yeah. Now let us use a method to fetch the record, operator record. So what is that method you're going to use? Let us use something called obj open. Okay, obj open. Or you can use either obj open by handle. Okay, so let us see how to use obj open by handle. See, in case of obj open by handle, so what exactly you need to pass? You need to pass the instance handle, right? You need to pass the instance handle. So what do you mean by instance handle here? See, if you expand the method parameters, it was expecting the instance handle. So every instance is having a key. So how do you know the key? How do you get the key? From the actions menu, you can go and click on view XML. So you see something called pjdins key here. Let us find for something called pjdins key. Okay, pjdins key. So this is the pjdins key. You can pass this pjdins key value, right? Yeah, let me copy this pjdins key value here, right? I've copied it. Now let me just go and paste that particular instance handle over here. Okay, right. Now you're using the instance handle to get that particular operator record, right? Now once after getting that record, where you want to place. So we already defined a page called operator page, right? Let us copy this and let us use this here on the step page. Now the record will be fetched and it will be placed on this page. Now let's go and verify whether it is getting done or not. Okay. So let me save this activity now. So it has got saved. Okay. Yeah. Now Yeah, you have to go and provide the description. So why we are using this particular method? So to fetch or so to open operator record or to fetch um, so to fetch an operator record, right? An operator record. Yeah, to fetch an operator record itself. Now let me say and let me test it whether it is working or not. Okay, let's go to the action menu and click on run. Yeah, now you see here we require the parameters to be passed, right? But basically, right now we are trying to fetch the operator. When you want to fetch the operator, then you don't require this parameter called locale, right? So let's do one thing. Let us just delete this particular locale parameter. So we want the operator name itself. That's it. So let me go and run this activity again. So what is that operator name? Admin at the rate claims, right? Let's click on run. Yeah. So activity has executed successfully. Now let's go to your which page that you have to look for. An operator page has to be created on the clipboard, right? Let us click on the clipboard. So you should look for what? Operator page. So is that operator page has got created or not? Let us check. So you see the operator page has got created. Okay. Let me click on this operator page here. Now once I click on the operator page, you could see all the operator details, right? I mean, yeah. So there should be something called yeah, there are many attributes you could see, right? So among these all these attributes, you just need to look for one of the attribute. What was that attribute? Let me control F, py. I mean, let me find with something called locale. Okay. Yeah. So there are three attributes, right? With locale. So we have to go with something called py use locale. Okay. So this is the attribute which is helpful in order to update your operator locale. Okay. Yeah. So we are successfully able to retrieve the operator record, right? Okay. So once you retrieve it, then next what you have to do? Okay. We are able to fetch the operator record. Now let us add another step. Use a method called property set to update the operator locale. So what was that method we have to use? Property set. And yeah, and you know that the property is available on which page? Operator page. Let us copy this page and use the step page for this property set. Okay. Now let's expand this property set method and look for which attribute py use locale, right? Yeah. So this is the property we want to set. With what value? Uh, the locale we have to set, right? So here let me give the locale as English US. Okay, this is the locale value which we want to update it. Okay, done. Now next what you need to do, you need to save this page back to the database table, which is the table pr underscore operator table. Let me add one more step and use which method? Obj save, right? So where that record is available on this page itself, right? The updated details are available on this page itself. Okay. And after saving it, you have to go and commit it. Okay. Let's see how to commit it. So we have to use which method to commit the data to the table? Commit method. Now, once you're done with this all operations, so whatever the page that you are creating temporarily, you need to remove that page, right? So let us use a method called page remove. Page remove to remove that particular page, which is a page operator page. That's it. So these are the things that we have to define in the activity to update your operator locale. Now let's go and run this particular activity and just check whether this particular locale is getting updated here or not. Okay, so let us go and run the activity. I'm just running the activity now. But before running the activity, see here actually I was hard coding the value, right? But instead of that, let us use the parameter. Let us add a parameter with the name called locale. Okay. Now let us make this parameter as also mandatory here. And just let us refer that parameter here instead of, okay. You can say param dot locale, right? Okay. And even if you look at this operate, I mean, anyhow, I'm using obj open by handle, right? I was passing the instance handle itself, right? So in that case, do I require to pass this particular parameter here? Operator name? Not required, right? So you can delete that parameter there. That's it. Yeah, these are the changes that you have to do it. Okay. So now let's go and run the activity. Now you need to pass the locale. So as we are looking at how to update the locale of an operator, right? So with what locale value? English, US. Okay. And this is the value. Now let's click on the run. Yeah, activity has got executed successfully. Now we need to check whether the operator locale has been updated or not. Let's come here to the operator record. Let us refresh this operator record. You see, it has got updated with what? With which value? English, US, right? So that's all about this particular use case. Hope you are all clear about this use case, right? So thank you all.